Welcome to Motorbike Explorer. After a long, cold day of riding, nothing beats a campfire and some hot water to warm you up before bedtime. As I ride south, daytime temperatures haven't changed, but that cannot be said for the beautiful landscapes. I found this nice little camping spot about a quarter mile from the road, and the following morning I was surprised to see a fresh coating of snow on the ground. After my fair share of winter time in the Appalachian Mountains, I chose a more direct route to get to Louisiana. Old Man Winter has been friendly to me so far, but as I travel further south, away from the mountains, I can start to feel the air warming up again. It's amazing to witness how the vast woodlands of the Northeast are replaced with wide, open, plowed farm fields of the South. While riding through Mississippi, I stumbled across the Natchez Trace Parkway, and I'm glad I did. It was absolutely breathtaking scenery. Spending a whole morning waiting for the rain to stop was a lesson in patience. With steady showers tapering to a sprinkle, it was time to push on quickly to Poverty Point. To your average person, they appear to be just random mounds of dirt. But once ancient artifacts were found at this site in Louisiana, your curiosity about what and who were here intensifies. The 4,000-year-old, 910-acre site was inhabited by the Paleo Indians, who were hunter-gatherers rather than agriculturalists. They survived on what their local ecosystem had provided for them. Many complex hunting, digging, and grinding tools were found here, as well as jewelry, clay pottery, and ornamental figurines. Most of the stone and copper used in tool making are not available in the area and has been sourced using trade routes as far as the Great Lakes region. But what's most fascinating of all is the earthworks themselves. There are about 27 million cubic feet of soil that make up all of the mounds, which meant it took 27 million baskets to fill by hand. The earthworks can be seen in this satellite imagery. There are 6 curved and 5 individual mounds. The curved mounds sit just 3 feet high, but archaeologists believe they stood 5 feet high. Mound A is the largest mound and is called the bird mound because of its T shape. Mound A is one of the largest Aboriginal earthworks in North America and took approximately 15.5 million loads of soil to fill. The bird mound was built in 3 stages and was the last mound to be built at Poverty Point. It is 72 feet high above the surrounding land, 710 feet in length east to west, and 660 feet in width, north to south. What were the purposes of these mounds? Why go through this amount of effort to build such an enormous structure? If you think about today's cities around the world and the very tall skyscrapers and sporting arenas that were built there, they seem to evoke the presence of advanced development, a healthy economy, and an invitation to foreigners to visit. Archaeologists are uncertain on the exact uses for the mounds at Poverty Point. Some believe it was a settlement, others believed it was used only for periodic ceremonial events, perhaps a combination of the two. Post holes have been discovered on the curved mounds, suggesting there were buildings erected on them. Perhaps Poverty Point was a large market square, where various groups would come to meet and trade goods on a regular basis, or maybe the layout of the mounds hold religious or astronomical significance. During the time period, the West was believed to be the direction of evil and death. Archaeologists think the layout of the curved mounds are designed to ward off this negative energy from entering in the complex. Whatever the reasons for constructing the monumental earthworks were, it was truly an amazing experience to personally witness this site and the many artifacts that were discovered there in the museum. It makes you really think about our evolutionary past, where people have migrated from, and why they have settled in a particular geographic region. I really do enjoy visiting large cities, and New Orleans is one that I have not yet been to. So, I headed south and east to explore what NOLA has to offer. Once I arrived, I began exploring the many streets of the French Quarter. My head was certainly on a swivel from all the sights and sounds of this unique downtown area. Just when you thought the daytime in New Orleans was energetic and exciting, wait until you venture out during the nighttime hours. the musicians and street performers take over the town. And about that bowl of gumbo, it was very tasty. The people of New Orleans were so welcoming and kind, regardless of who or where you came from. I felt very much at peace being there, which made me very empathetic to the people on the east side of the city after what happened there during my visit.
Huge weather system is moving through the south and all the way up to the east coast. There are reports of at least one tornado touching down in the East New Orleans area. There are reports of casualties as well, and in fact there are photos of twin twisters. We're just getting in this video of some of the damage there in the New Orleans area. You can see power lines that have been snapped. Some folks on Twitter posted pictures of what appears to be more than one funnel cloud touching down at the same time.
That's right, Adriana. We are on Mark Drive just off of Bundy Road, and the damage, to put it simply, is massive. Take a look around. This house completely destroyed. Someone was in there, an 83-year-old man. He survived completely unharmed, but his house will be a total loss. You keep going this way, the house right next door, a 73-year-old woman who rebuilt after Katrina, also inside, went and hid in a hallway, couldn't believe what was going on, didn't think she would survive. She did. That is very good, but if you look down this street right here, you can see power lines and debris everywhere, probably about a half dozen to a dozen homes on this street.
I left New Orleans on a sad note. Sad for the people whose lives were taken by the tornadoes on February 7th. Sad for the ones who lost their homes yet again after the devastation of Hurricane Katrina. Sad for leaving this lively and welcoming city, full of music, art, and charismatic people. I wish I had more time to stay, but I must push on as Mother Nature and her seasons don't stop. I want to thank you for joining me on my travels so far. I finally found warm weather, and my underlayers have been shed. These southern states are very vast, and the stretches of road in between towns are long. I wanted to give you a sense of what it's like spending all day in the saddle, watching the changing landscape go by. If you don't already know, I'm just about to head into San Antonio, Texas, to visit the historic Spanish missions and why they were relevant enough to be entered into the UNESCO World Heritage List. If this is your first time watching the channel, be sure to check out episodes 1 and 2. And don't forget to stay tuned while I continue this epic adventure. Safe travels, everyone, wherever they may be, and have a wonderful day.